his works are very much autocritiques. That he's very critical of himself, and he's whether he's an actor or not, the films are always autobiographical on some level, and they're autocritical. Well, in the case of Greed, we do have at least two versions of the script, one of which I've read. But in the case of the others, we have to kind of piece them together in different ways. The other, to me, Greed is one of his two greatest films. The other is Foolish Wives. And Foolish Wives, in a way, was even more damaged by becoming Greed, I think. But I also think that there's a kind of, I think he's suffered a lot in contemporary ways simply because the films are silent. And but I really believe, for example, that he understood people better than most famous contemporary. In other words, I think he understood people better than Steven Spielberg or Martin Scorsese or George Lucas, for example. I don't know if he's qualifies as an intellectual or anything like this. There's a kind of intensity to his work that also impresses me. Of course, Wells was also autocritical. And the way that they were both autocritical was used against them. For example, Wells was represented for the public a kind of highbrow intellectual, all of this. And of course in America, intellectuals are hated. So, and the fact that Stroheim was identified with authoritarian German and Austrian characters, and even though they were not the kind that he necessarily, they were characters that he hated himself. But the point is that they became popular in both cases through representing people where people believed they confused the actor with or the persona with the person. And consequently it worked against it in the mythology, that they're both figures of myth. They're both mythological figures, very much.
Yes, no.
To this day still. So it becomes very hard even harder than with most people, to find out the truth of certain things.